Hi guys.
Oh, it's St. Patty's Day.
Saint Patty's Day. Chicken Patty's Day.
Oh.
Hey guys, welcome to Inside the Ant Farm.
Slunch.
One of my friends has chicken patties. He has one of these hats, it's from Ireland and made made by his grandmother or something.
This is from Ireland, and this is from Ireland.
And this is from Boston, baby.
From Boston.
Middle Ages Public House Pale Ale.
Yeah, all green. For Sage Patty's Day.
I thought it was pubic house.
Yeah, pubic house, yeah.
Gross.
Slunch.
Slunch, that's right. Today's slunch.
Spelled slanty.
Ooh. Yummy.
How you doing, Mike?
Yeah, how you doing? How was your St. Patrick's Day?
I worked all day. I had my first beer when I got here.
You didn't get to bust with us at all.
No. Did you guys bust a little bit? Or was it just like busting?
We could have.
Your heads.
There's one guy that older guy was kind of watching us as we sang, so that's close as well.
Yeah.
Would you hear some bagpipes though?
Like watching you or watching you?
You might have
I always feel like that.
Somebody's watching me pee.
We saw Amy from Ted and Amy.
Yep.
Did you go to Coleman's?
Okay.
Yeah, we went to Coleman's for they had like a breakfast there. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay. By the way, okay.
The $5 breakfast.
She told me about this breakfast. I'm like, ooh, I'm prepared for like this nice brunch. No, bro. It was not.
It's a $5 breakfast. It's like this many eggs, this many potatoes,
and the
sausage.
The best part was also today. She's like, oh, and then later we can go clean up poop in the backyard. I'm like, this sounds like the worst fucking day.
Well, no. I originally was like, let's just go out for breakfast real quick and then let's come home and do like yard because it was so nice out today.
Let's come home after we drink a lot of booze and do yard work.
We didn't though. I didn't make you do that.
Yeah, I couldn't get up. I was out.
You were out. I mean, you
completely
were
out.
You kind of worked hard before you were out. Yeah, he was dancing. He was dancing really hard. So.
I imagine that you guys just like build Lego towers. You know,
that's what we do together. Yeah. 100%.
We did drink green beer and green cider. Though.
We did.
Wow, green.
Yeah.
Just like nature intended it.
Sure. Exactly.
How was your day though? I mean, you obviously got some color.
Yeah, I definitely got burned. Didn't even realize. Like, should have thought better.
You got like a barber's panel.
Yeah, I do. You know what? You're a little red in the face too there,
okay.
so...
Yeah, I am, right.
I think that's just high blood pressure.
Oh. But anyway, we had a great time. I actually saw one of my old coworkers who I used to sit right next to, and so we hung out with him and his friend he was there with, and...
I did assume this would happen, going out. That means somebody she knew.
Yeah. So, we had a good time. We had some food, we had some drinks.
We had a lot of drinks.
And had a good day, and then we came home and just fell asleep for he fell asleep for
and that's it, just asleep.
And tomorrow we're gonna have a brother hangout, so.
Yeah. Brothers hanging out.
Brothers hang out.
Yeah. So. But you guys, you know what we have right now? A news.
Time for some news. It's me, Adam Wellborn.
It's a very good serviceable Adam Wellborn.
That's very good. Guys, we had trailers this week. Trailers and trailers and trailers and trailers. Probably one of the best ones I saw, besides the 75 times they made me watch the DMC trailer before they let me do anything on any site.
DMC.
Was the Pentaveret.
Well, we forgot to watch that one.
How
was it?
You said it to me.
I know.
Oh my god.
We were gonna watch together right before you came over.
So it's a very lore steeped. It's basically these people that. Oh, again, I gotta remember it. Jeez, I was hoping since you sent it to me, you watched it. But
guys, we kept watching
press pause right now so we can watch it.
Mike Myers playing a lot of parts. It looks fun.
No, and this. Oh, damn it! I'm upset that I didn't watch that one yet. So I will watch it because I love Mike Myers, as we all know. So.
And I have Michael Myers.
But we also got, which we all watched, so I confirmed this, Ms. Marvel trailer.
Oh, the Ms. Marvel trailer, yeah, which was awesome.
The Marvel's Ms. Marvel.
Looked great. I was very excited. Yeah.
It's very fast writing. Oh, I think I watched the Marvel's Mrs. Maisel trailer. Like, I'm a lady comedian. Hey.
And Alex Borstein was like,
Oh, but also I'm here. And I'm playing Lenny Bruce. I'm a guy playing Lenny Bruce. It's great, by the way. If you haven't watched...
I think you just explained the whole show
that's
to
what I need to
everyone
know.
who hasn't watched it.
That's the omnibus, if you will.
Yeah.
The codex. And also the ex-husband guy. We were married and I cheated. Hey!
But I still want to be with you. I care
Kind
about
of.
you.
Well, they won't. We shouldn't. It's really bad idea. Yeah, but the Miss Marvel trailer was great, I thought.
Doesn't Kevin Pollak play her dad?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes, he's the best part of that
He
show.
plays his dad.
100%.
The husband's dad.
Right.
Tony Shalhoub plays.
Tony Shalhoub plays her dad, yes.
If you haven't watched this, watch it, dude.
No, I watched the first season, and actually my aunt, who we go to
Is in
visit
it.
in New York City, she was in the second
Wow,
season.
okay.
Yeah, she plays a character with a name. She's like...
Mrs. Maisel.
No,
I
she's
gotta
older...
watch it again so I can find her. Because now I know her.
Yeah.
You haven't even
We're like
watched it?
BFFs.
That's Aunt Susie. Yeah.
Me and her are BFFs now. So
Yeah. So.
You haven't even watched the second season.
So yeah, we gotta watch it. We'll
But
watch
loves
it.
her some Mateo, so we gotta.
What?
It's true.
The second season of Zachary Levi and Chuck's in that, Matt. Why don't you watch
And
it?
he has a classic V body. He's looking good.
He's looking very good in that season.
He does.
Guys, back to Miss Marvel, okay? Looking great. Very, the feel of that comic. They changed her powers a little bit, but I think it's for the best because they're still talking about introducing the Fantastic Four, and that was one of the things that always kind of bothered me was her powers are basically Mr. Fantastic's powers.
Right, exactly.
kind of better.
They're a lot better because she actually is nearly invulnerable and can heal herself. But she's also not a genius or a white guy, huh?
I'm just concerned with getting married or something.
That's Sue's power. She has to get married to Reed. She's also the most powerful character in the Marvel Universe, basically. She can make...
No, 100%.
Her invisibility, but her force fields that can have literally stopped the universe from tearing apart.
Yeah.
Hey, the Thing just loves to fight.
And the Thing is a big rocky dude, the least powerful guy on the team.
It's also Jamie Bell.
He's made of orange rock.
What?
Why does that happen?
Fantastic
What
Four.
element is this rock?
Just a rock guy. He's the rock guy.
Is it sandstone? What is this rock?
He's really strong. Like the Hulk?
He's not Sandman.
No, he's not the Hulk strong. He's really strong though. Okay, so is he like
Captain Marvel strong? No, not that
like
much.
Superman invulnerable? No, he just has rocks on his body.
Yeah.
Okay.
He just hurts you because it's rock.
Oh, okay, cool.
Okay.
So.
Okay.
Okay, but you guys, Miss Marvel looks pretty great. I'm excited about it.
And they had a lot of the characters from the comics, including her best friend Bruno, who's this guy that is falling for her, and so that's kind of.
Nobody talks about Bruno though.
Someone's gonna talk about this Bruno because he's gonna be great. And they also they set up some enemy character, a person that's an enemy character in the first run, but then becomes a friend, and a couple other fun characters that have different that are also super powered heroes in the comics at some point. So we'll see how that works because they were just regular people in the trailer for this. So it might be just them developing or learning later. We also still don't know where her powers derive from. In the comics, they developed. She's an Indian.
I mean, she put the wristband on.
Yeah, which could be. So we don't know if it's an artifact thing that gives her powers, but it's something Kree related most likely because she is in the Marvels, and she talks. Oh, I feel cosmic, which is cosmic power is a very Kree.
Yeah, I was gonna say she's inhuman in the regular comics. So
yeah, it gets her powers from the Terrigen Mist.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
But this doesn't seem. This seems to differ from that as well.
All the Agents of the Shield, which they did.
Which I'm fine with something different. I just want them to keep the soul of the character.
Yeah.
It's like when you change Spider-Man, cool. Organic web shooters, whatever, cool. Just make Peter Parker a dork, and I'm cool.
And also inclusivity because she's clearly South Asian American. So you were gonna get some of that in there. It looked like maybe there was yeah, Bill, and it was funny because there was Muslim, but there was also dancing, almost like Bollywood dancing. So it's gonna be interesting. I'm excited to see what parts come into play in her heritage. Because our dog just dies. Just died. No, he's fine. He's
just fine.
He's just fine.
He's just fine.
So yeah, excited.
And a really cool song from The Weeknd, guys.
Sure.
That guy that
It was great, yeah.
puts weird makeup on all the time. I'm just like my
You love The Weeknd, don't you?
I thought you were talking about Vampire Weekend. Yes, the weekend, right? Sure.
What's not to love?
Like Amazon buys MGM Studio.
What?
Amazon collecting studios now, much like they're collecting Pokemon.
Yep. Gotta catch
So
up.
now they own James Bond. Which is interesting.
Didn't this happen already?
No, it just happened. It just finalized. Because there was a lawsuit that had an injunction on the whole process.
The broccolis.
So as of today, which it would be at least a month and a half ago when you actually see this, they're officially bought by Amazon. So now they own also 4,000 films from MGM and 17.
Yeah, did they own the Indiana Jones films?
Name 2 non-Bond films. Name 2 non-Bond films by MGM.
Non-Bond?
Non-Bond, not a Bond film.
I'm gonna say Biodome and Biodome 2.
There was no Biodome 2.
Yeah.
Biodome 2 Electric Boogaloo.
Yeah. No.
It's like I would have known. Okay.
I'm gonna prove you wrong after this, but we're gonna wait. Also 17
is back.
17,000 episodes of TV as well. So they got a pretty good deal out of it.
Wow. Wowie zowie. That's all I have to say about that. So speaking of people that are collecting things from other places, guys, Disney, not censoring, but definitely bringing all of the Netflix Marvel series.
They're there.
Including Into the Shield.
There is an MGM movie.
Yep.
Biodome. But there is no second one.
Oh.
So
you only need one, you lost the challenge. And
Oh,
because
hey.
you lost the challenge, man, you gotta shave your balls on camera. That was the rule. I didn't make it.
It's a weird.
I didn't make. None of us made it, but it's
And
the
you have to
rule.
say, I'm a pretty pony. How do you do that?
God.
Yeah, so they're not censored either, so that means Danny Rand's got to be in all the Iron Fist stuff.
Mm-hmm.
They're not censoring him out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Which is really the only thing I care that they censor, because he sucks.
There's actually been a big thing this week because like a lot of parents, we'll say, are like, there's violence and blood in these things. Wow.
Which, by the way, there's features to do. Like they do a filtering feature.
There wasn't an official feature until very recently.
You can make like a kid's profile.
But also, shut the fuck up. Don't let your kids watch that shit then. Be a good adult and parent and like monitor your children's viewing. Like,
But it's Disney. Oh.
I can't wait till Connor watches that second season fight scene in Daredevil and just cries. Just starts bawling.
oh, Dad,
Actually, the first time we knew that he could, like, he was, like, getting what we were watching on TV, we were watching The Punisher, that scene, like, the first violent scene in The Punisher, and he's just like, and, like, just, like, starts, like, ooh, and, like, okay, hey, buddy, hey, let's turn the response.
We need to have a
They're just
sit-down.
tickling each other with those bullets.
He's such a sweet boy. He's such a sweet boy. And then Abby's just like, they're dead.
Like,
They're dead.
He should have shouted head.
Yeah.
Aim for head next time.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I bet much better kill.
Oh, yeah.
Let me show this guy. Like,
Yeah.
okay. Jesus Christ, kid.
Oh, God.
I'm scared of you.
I'm scared of my
It's like, I take care of Spider-Man.
Like, okay, alright.
Like, she could be a good Spider-Man villain. Guys, Starfield with some insane looking art.
Oh no, I had a chaser. I had a chaser for your thing.
Oh, did you? Well, you should have said it then.
Charlie Cox and Disney Plus, though, confirmed that there will be a Daredevil reboot coming out. They're just gonna keep listen,
I'm
we
still
don't.
pretty young,
Netflix did a good job, but we don't really like it that much. So you guys can watch it, but it doesn't count in the MCU.
Well, they got first off, there was none of toy opportunities in the Netflix stuff. You know, so they got to get more toy opportunities. Got to put like different villains in there.
They got to put like a funny mouse or something, or like a cat.
Some guy just named Typhoon who like has an Iron Man suit on or something stupid. We got to put Bullseye in there, of course, and it has to be played by Colin Farrell, who's so hot right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
He's the Penguin? Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just
And
saying.
his sex tape.
And the Penguin's sex tape.
No, God.
Like, I'm having sex tape! I'm from New York! I'm like, hey, what if a New York guy talked in all caps? Like, okay.
Jesus, what is happening?
Like, oh,
they did this because the movie was too sad. Like, oh, I get it. Okay, he's there because everything else is super sad in this movie. Okay, thanks for that extra piece.
Yeah, thanks
Yeah.
for ruining it for me.
because I had some better news than that.
I got nothing else, so it's fine.
Starfield has come with some insane looking art, and it has in a release date which they will not hit. There's no fucking chance Bethesda will 100% miss this date. They're so
like
bad
their
at hitting
thing.
release dates.
That's like their thing.
Yeah, that's like what they do the best is they're like, yeah, we're gonna come out on November 11th. They're like, next year November 11th, man. Shit, fuck. Like, they're just very bad at hitting release dates.
Like, just kidding.
Yeah, and they've shown so little of this game that I'm 100% convinced that they're not gonna make this date. But they are the artwork looks really cool. Like they were showing some pictures of some worlds. And like you're like a character like sitting on the world, like just kind of chilling,
Sitting on the world.
And some like ship, like a guy like outside of a ship fixing a ship in one of the pictures, and you know because Starfield is based in space. You can join multiple factions, including the bad guys.
You can join the bad guys.
The bad guys, you know what I'm saying?
It's good to be bad sometimes, right?
Yeah. Hey, bad times don't always last, but bad guys do.
Bad guys do. No, you guys. You
R.I.P.
know we didn't talk about the
that.
people who passed
R.I.P.
away this week. Yeah.
Two great actors. We should so that's done with that. So let's talk about this because two storied, and we're gonna call them actors.
Sure.
Okay, sure.
Because one of them
Sports
acted
entertainer.
like a Hispanic
man,
person,
and nobody
so.
cared. Like Hispanic.
No, and no one cares. Like I'm not. Yeah,
We
exactly.
universally did not care. We're like, that's
Yeah.
cool.
That's how you know somebody's beloved when they can.
You're like, no, that's cool. That's cool.
So, but John Hurt passed away.
William
Hurt.
John Hurt already has passed away.
He's been gone. Too many Hurts. Too
Too
many
many
Hurts.
Hurts.
But yeah, oh god, William Hurt passed away. Very sad.
Yeah, so guys, no Thunderbolt Ross movie confirmed.
Yeah. So
They can't do it now. You're right.
But then Razor Ramon, Scott Hall also was going in for surgery.
Hip surgery.
And wasn't
Had
in the
3 heart
greatest
attacks.
health to
He had
begin
3 heart
with.
attacks.
And because basically what happened was a blood clot got away from the surgeons, and
Which can happen. It's not like a.
Yeah.
well, that's why he signed that DNR, and he did sign it, and so they took him off life support, and he's passed away.
His family decided that was the right thing to do. So
Kevin Nash was basically like he's been my best friend for
Yeah.
longer than anyone I've known, and this is gonna take me a long time to get over. And I was just like, poor Kevin Nash.
you guys, we're all gonna die someday.
Yeah.
Just
let's
like
all,
the bad
but let's all die like Razor Ramon.
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
no.
Okay.
All
All going for hip surgery on the same day.
I do have another piece of lighter news.
Okay, good.
Star Trek Resurgence. Now, this
I
is
thought you were out of news.
this is a Star Trek game
Right?
that's done by the crew that is doing, or that used to be Telltale. Like all the people that came out of Telltale, they are the Dramatic Labs. They're
We
called.
are
Dramatic
Dramatic
Labs.
Labs. We are the Dramatic Labs.
Yeah, so Dramatic Labs is doing this the Star Trek game, and it looks pretty fucking cool. They showed the ship that you get to use, which is called the USS Resolute.
Yeah, which is a real ship in Star Trek lore.
Yeah.
Yep.
That makes sense.
Yeah, it's a medical ship, and they showed the ship, and it looks pretty cool. I'm excited. Like,
I think it's an Ares class, if I remember correctly.
it's one of these guys, yeah, with the bottom nacelles,
Yeah.
not the top nacelles.
Yeah, I saw a little bit. I didn't see too much for this the other day, so I didn't put it down. But I was like, show me more.
Yeah, I'm very interested, like, in just looking at the pictures. First of all, the pictures look great. Like, they look really high quality. And I'm not completely sure. It's just
Now,
like,
is it going to be like a Telltale game, or is it going to be something different?
I think it's supposed to be an action game, but story-driven. So, kind of like a baby step
just
for
like Star Trek.
like a baby step for Telltale to move from just like you do Telltale things and then we give you a story.
Choose one of these 4
Yeah.
options.
It's a non-episodic dialogue-driven game set in the post-Star Trek Nemesis era of the Next Generation. So that's interesting. That ship, by the way, does not. It looks very the
Nemesis
original
era of
series.
the Next Generation.
It does not look Next Generation.
It's
at all to
probably
me,
an old blue stick. It's like
Yeah.
the
Well,
old
no,
blue stick.
in the original series, it actually looked differently. See, it had the top nacelles. So
That looks more like a Next Generation series right there.
That's interesting, man. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a Voyager class ship.
Yeah, this one definitely looks very. The picture that we have
Actually,
looks.
it's not Voyager class.
It looks very original series to
That's
me.
interesting.
Yeah, it looks almost like the Reliant.
Now I'm actually more.
It looks like the
interested.
Reliant or something
Yeah.
to me.
Well, and what's good about having a ship like that as opposed to a ship like the not Voyager class, but it's a science. That's a science vessel. Is that this ship's a lot smaller, so it's a lot more intimate setting. You're not gonna. It's not gonna be like, oh, there's 75 decks. Like,
I don't gotta walk to deck 74 to find
exactly.
shit.
It's a small ship, so that'd be cool. Like if it was like, oh, we're taking this relic out, like all the other ships are.
Well, it's supposed to be just a medical vessel too, but obviously it's gonna get into some shit. You know, that's the way the stuff
Well,
works.
I mean, that's what Voyager was all about. That's what made Voyager such a great show, was that it was just a small ship that really wasn't supposed to do. Yeah, it wasn't supposed to do what it did, and then they fucking like had a bunch of adventures on it. Yes, and fucking she was amazing. Just
it was. Let's just say it was
and then
no
we
Enterprise.
had Chakotay, and we had oh my god, oh.
Harry Kim?
Yeah.
Ensign Harry Kim, by the way.
Ensign Harry Kim.
Recently was shown to, he never rose above Ensign, by the way.
Right.
It was like, and there's I didn't read the reason for it, but there was
and we had Tupac, and then we had the Doctor, my favorite
it's
Star Trek.
Tupac.
Tupac.
No, we had Tupac.
Tupac.
Nope.
It's Tupac.
It's like, I should call me Machiavelli.
Tupac Shakur, yeah. But, and the Doctor, who's my favorite Star Trek character. No, not Bashir.
Not Bashir.
What the fuck?
Wow, this guy.
It's for her. It's not for
No.
her.
Bashir is a great doctor, though.
No, I like Bashir. Yeah, we're not gonna, but, no, we're talking about
every time.
the Doctor. Robert Picardo. The original, just killing it. Killing it. That guy's amazing. I love him.
Yeah, I love Dr. Bashir, you're right.
Guys.
We had Cass. Cass was on that show.
Guys, we met. There was a great showcase that happened. And there's also another showcase.
Showcase Showdown?
Showdown?
Called ID at Xbox. Did you guys watch this? You guys both watch this?
Yeah, we definitely watched all of it.
I saw some of it. I watched all the little trailers. I wrote down a couple things that were fun. They have one called Immortality. That's an interactive movie. It is like it's going to be a movie trilogy. It's from the guys that did Her Story. If you heard of that one, it's like a little. It's actually it's big on mobile, but it's basically like this, like you're watching clips from this interrogation. You have to like figure the mystery. So this is basically the bigger version of that. It's called Immortality, but it's you're like in an investigating mystery where you're like matching clips up and putting things together to make the movie.
Okay.
Sure.
Which looks really cool.
Interesting.
And there's another one called Flintlock: The Siege of Dawn, which you're like, oh, like Horizon Zero Dawn, not that. However, keep listening. It's a female-driven post-apocalyptic.
That sounds exactly like Horizon Zero Dawn.
Yeah.
But there's no robots, guys.
It's not.
It's undead. You're fighting undead. Okay, so it's much different. There's a crazy fox pet. No bows and arrows. You got guns. Flintlock guns.
Guns akimbo even?
Flintlock guns. That seems terrible.
Hold on. I'm
Yeah, I know. Seriously, that's the worst.
Put the wadding in there.
Yeah.
It's coming out. It's also coming out for all platforms. So I was like, okay. Maybe it didn't say exclusive on Xbox. Was
well, you know, Xbox. These companies are trying to make money off each other a little bit, get a little scratch off each other.
Well, I think Xbox is basically at this point is like we have bought all the big studios, so fuck yourselves. Yeah. Like we have Obsidian, we have Bethesda right now. Like,
I did not Donut.
Run along. You have the big studio Donut. Yes.
Yeah.
But. Guys, the State of Play also
What?
appeared. There was another challenge.
PlayStation.
PlayStation.
Okay, guys. So we had showings and a release date for Forspoken. Which, if you haven't seen anything for Forspoken yet, it looks
Forspoken.
as not Forspoken. Yes.
Forspoken.
Forspoken. Yes.
Like
Forspoken.
like hipsters.
Like Forsaken, but
Yeah.
spoken as well.
Yeah. Sure. It's a
Is it creepy?
person pulled out of a world and put into a fantasy world where she finds that she has magical abilities that you can hone and learn, and so she's just a kid from the block, but now she's got magic
Jenny
powers.
from the block, but
That's
she's
what I was
got
thinking,
magic
too.
Jennifer
powers, yeah.
Lopez confirmed to play the main character. It is coming out though in who knows if this release date will happen, but as of now, October 11th of 2022.
Cool.
We also had what I had to read more into because it looked fucking balzoni, was a game called Exo Primal. So if you heard anything about this, I think it was just
okay. This isn't Ballistic X vs. Sever, correct?
No, Matt, but it is a sequel to something crazy Dino Crisis.
Oh,
So it's basically a game
Who
where
asked for a sequel to this?
you're playing as a person in a mech suit fighting hordes of dinosaurs. And like the gameplay for this looks, I don't know if it's alpha gameplay or if it just was supposed to look incredibly insane, but it looked like it.
Okay, though.
It didn't make
Question:
sense.
Why would dinosaurs care about a guy in a robot suit?
Well, like they're like the person in the suit is like fighting like just 50 dinosaurs at once.
Like,
And,
why?
like, what the
That's
fuck?
like
Why would dinosaurs
that's
do
like
that?
when my cousin's kids created their own like Mario like levels, and you'd go into this level and just like everything was
Goombas.
coming at
Yeah,
you, like
Goombas.
seriously, and
They
you're
put
just like
they put like every single thing you could put.
you're
in the
like,
level.
and they're like, you're not doing what you need to be doing, and I'm like, there's 50 million things
And I
happening
don't
right now.
even
Like,
get
what am I
this.
supposed to
I
do
don't
right
understand
They're
now?
like,
That's
Luigi.
happening.
I was Luigi. Like, Luigi's killing us all. I'm like, yes, I am. I have no clue what we're doing. I literally played this for as much time as I've held this paddle for, kid.
So yeah, this sounds great.
There's also a show Ghostwire Tokyo, which looks like a low-key banger. Like, it looks fun. It looks cool. It's very Japanese looking.
This is like kind of like a cyberpunk type deal.
It looks very cyberpunk. I'm interested. I don't know much about the story though. Like, I want to, before I like put in kind of a more investment, I want to learn the story a little bit, and like maybe it's basically just showing like very small story bits and not really a lot of the gameplay stuff too. So you're like, how does it play? Like, what is it about?
Well,
Is it
they
like,
want you to find it
is
out.
it open world? Like, I want to know a little more.
Who won? Who's next?
They showed your
You
favorite,
decide.
your favorite game, Final Fantasy Stranger of Paradise.
Yeah, your favorite
When you
game,
got to defeat
right?
Chaos.
Wait, is it Final Fantasy Stranger Than Fiction with Will Ferrell?
Final
Strangers with
Fantasy
Candy?
Stranger of Paradise, Final Fantasy Origins is the actual full name of it.
Strangers with
That's a
Candy.
lot.
And the slogan is, I want to defeat
Stranger
chaos.
going with candy?
I'm like, so they want you just want to like kill kids? Like,
Yeah.
Wait.
no,
Can I be Bahamut?
I think you get to
Kids in the Hall?
I think you can. He's a romanceable companion.
Okay,
Oh, okay.
I'll do that. I'll
Yeah,
play
And
it.
he's like, I'm crushing your
Yeah,
head.
he's a crush,
I'm
crush,
crushing your
crush.
Hmm.
Okay. Also, this a very fun indie-looking game called Trek to Yomi, which is like a side-scrolling samurai game, which looked kind of fun. And it's basically like you're like pressing different button combinations to like make your character like
It's not
cut
310
down-
to Yuma, is it?
cut down
No, it's
bad
not
dudes.
the 410 to
Cut
you.
down bad dudes.
310 or
I
410.
haven't seen that movie.
Yeah,
yet.
if
I
you
watched
see
it.
yeah, 410's the sequel.
Yeah.
Um,
Then there's the 510.
but then the big one that you guys saw the first
On the-
2
on
or
the
3
text.
minutes of maybe Hogwarts Legacy, guys.
Yeah, so we
I saw the
watched
first,
too
like, 10
much of
minutes
this.
of it.
Yeah, we just kept it like we were like, oh, it's still going. Like,
I was like, oh, a trailer. Oh, no, this is showing us, like, everything.
no, and it was like cool,
Yeah.
so we were like interested, but we're like, it's so much. You're showing
Also,
us
so there's, like,
every
a
part.
goblin bad
Yeah,
guy in
what?
this?
Yeah,
oh
like,
yeah, man. The Gobos are the bad guys.
not a Jewish person.
Not the Jews.
Yeah, it's not a Jewish person.
Also, there's a professor named Fig. I'm like, is that really Mrs. Fig?
Yeah, like
Is that like Mr. Fig?
Yeah, like yeah,
Who knows?
the squib, Miss Fig.
Squib. Miss
The
Fig.
squib, Miss Fig.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. His dog's like, my daughter's a fucking
And they
idiot.
had like all the professors. Professor Binns
Or my
was in
mom.
there. We're like, ooh,
Who knows?
Professor Binns. We looked up Professor Binns.
Well,
so
this
we
is
were
it
like,
is set in the 1800s, so most
Is it?
likely.
No,
Oh,
it's
is it?
not.
Yeah, the game says.
Oh, really?
No, it's not. It looks like we were
late
like, oh, maybe
1800s.
it's modern times.
Late
Well,
1800s, yeah.
I mean, here's the thing with
The
Hogwarts.
1800s.
Yeah.
That
The
makes
clothes
sense. 'Cause-
looked way too. Oh, I'm
No,
so
no,
confused.
the
now.
Hogwarts clothes are pretty much
I
like
guess
the same.
so.
Yeah, like they
But guys,
didn't really tell me
guys,
to
fully
land.
customizable character. You can be whatever house you're chosen to be in. So you can be Hufflepuff.
Also, let's just be realistic here. In England in the 1800s, there were no fucking Asian students. Okay, like
yeah, you
that
can be
wasn't.
whatever race you
Yeah,
want.
like I'm sorry, it's
Yeah, but
terrible.
guys,
I know,
There's
but
a mystery that surrounds
like-
her character. He's
okay.
he's brought to Hogwarts as a 5th-year student. What?
Yeah, no, that is weird. He said like you came as a
Like,
5th-year
because
student.
we don't want a little kid.
No, but and he can
We want a
like
big,
use.
sexy old
He's able
teenager.
to like
Ah.
use ancient
That's because
magic. I'm like,
that's
what?
because I was in Ilvermorny before
Well,
that.
that's because
Oh, okay.
they want you to just start rocking bones. They don't want you to be like, I'm gonna do
Yeah.
experiments.
Yeah.
I don't know
And you
who's
know
my
what?
mom."
I'm okay with this. Like, thank you.
Yeah.
I don't want to be like a little kid.
Also, like the dueling looked pretty cool. Like where he's like
Yeah.
just flipping people in the air, like
Sure,
like Juggalo.
he was-
No, and he
Accio.
was like, and he and this
He went
Slytherin kid were
Accio,
like, hey,
The person
yeah.
came to him and he went
Yeah.
Incendio.
Yeah.
he like brought the person to him, then burned them.
I was
holy
watching
shit.
the and he's like, oh, do you want to kill people in this game? Like, no, you know what? He's like, and then you see incendiary spells. Like, that guy died. I'm like, he died. You're like, he definitely died.
I'm no P. He's on fire.
I hope, like, the best case scenario is he died and did not have like 30-degree burns and live.
Seriously, yeah.
I think if you go evil, you should just be able to use all the
and they do say that they show him.
Crucial!
Like later, he uses Avada Kedavra in there. He's like, Avada Kedavra! So you
like,
can't
bro,
do those curses.
Bro.
Yeah, it got very intense, and I was like, yeah, okay, let's read Harry Potter soon, buddy.
Okay. I was just in pure everyone's on my team, like.
And then Abby was like, "There's killing. Let's read it."
Why does he need a sword or gun?
Yeah.
Like, okay, Jesus Christ.
Like, I always use Avada Kedavra. Why use other spell?
Yeah.
Other spell's stupid. Okay. Avada Kedavra, that base over there, just to make it explode. It's
Yeah, it
fine.
explodes, I win.
You get the guy in back, he died too. It's fine.
She's like, no ho Hank.
No,
Yeah.
she's the opposite of no Hank.
Guys, Until Dawn, Supermassive game. The makers of Until Dawn,
Yeah.
Supermassive Games, is coming out with a spiritual successor called The Quarry. Did you guys watch the trailer for this?
We're in a quarry.
Yes, we were in a quarry.
A quarry.
Like, there's a lot of rock mining in it. It was just kind of weird. Like,
Guys,
I was like,
It's a
David Arquette
quarry.
is starring in this, okay?
Yeah, no, I did see that. I was excited.
Ethan Suplee starring in this.
Oh, wait a second.
Now
Is
you're
this
over
wait?
Lance Henderson.
she might be
starring.
playing this game.
Yeah.
Okay, that's all I'm saying. Now you
I
said
do
Ethan
love,
Suplee.
yeah.
And it's not a schooner, it is a sailboat.
Yeah.
Okay?
Stupid head.
And a bunch of teenagers. The Justice Smith. You know who that person is, kids? The kids that watch
What?
this?
She's
that?
popular with the kids.
It's a guy, I guess. Yeah.
He's popular with the
It
kids.
looked very cool. It looked very much like Until Dawn, where it's like you're gonna have to make choices, and everyone's gonna get murdered by Ethan Suplee probably. And also, it's muscle Ethan Suplee.
Oh, and he is definitely all his character from My Name is Earl. 100%.
Yeah.
Like, hey guys, I'm gonna kill you now. I'm
Yeah.
gonna murder you.
Yeah.
Also, David
like,
Arquette
"You
is at the
guys."
age where like he just sounds old.
Yeah.
So I didn't recognize him at first, and I'm like, did somebody just like a face that looks like David Arquette? I was like, starring David Arquette. I was like,
Also,
oh.
like in any of the extension like packs that you can get for WWE, where they're like, "Oh, let's bring in like these stars who were like WWE people." At no point did you get David Arquette. Like that's who I want. I want
He
David
was never a
Arquette.
WWE person.
But
That's
he
why.
was in WCW. which-
Yeah.
WCW person.
Should be.
He
Should
actually
be.
was a WCW champion at one. World
Yeah.
heavyweight champion.
Yeah, that guy knows how to take a bump.
Fun fact for all you people out there.
Fun fact.
Yeah.
guys.
Why?
That was when they were.
Because we
about to
love
go
David
bankrupt.
Arquette.
They
Yeah.
were about to go bankrupt.
About like there was like 2 months before they went back.
Well, actually, and he like continued his wrestling career long after that.
Yeah.
Until he literally was like, "Oh, I'm gonna die. I have to stop doing this."
Oh, they
Yeah.
have a documentary on it. Yeah.
Yeah. Last news.
Last news.
Damon Lindelof in for a new Star Wars movie, guys. Are we ready? For
Yes. No, we talked about that
Are we ready?
earlier.
No.
Yeah.
this? We're ready for this.
So yes
Yes.
or no?
Are we
Yes,
for this?
we're ready.
No, is it yes or yes? Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Previously on Star Wars.
Guys,
Star Trek?
he's made some bombs, some good bombs recently with Watchmen, Lovecraft Country. He was involved in that, right? I think. He's been doing some good stuff recently.
He's been doing
I'm okay
some
with it.
stuff.
Let's see what you got. But
Doing some good stuff.
it's gonna be IG-88 the series.
It's gonna follow. A lot of people are thinking it's like Star Wars Episode 10.
Bosk.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
Bosk.
It's Bosk, the series. It's not so much like Bosch, though. It's like the guy from Amazon. It's played by Jacob from Lost.
There you go.
Previously on
Bosch.
Lost.
Oh, no, he's played by the Smoke Monster. Jacob's the other guy.
Previously on Lost.
He did Star Trek Into Darkness. He did World War Z, Tomorrowland, Crossing Jordan. He did some Crossing
All your
Jordan.
favorite
so,
stuff.
yeah.
He did
Crossing
Crossing
Jordan.
Jordan.
He did Cowboys and Aliens, which actually I like that movie. So
I
that
own
should
that.
be a burn after watching.
I own that
actually, yeah.
Blu-ray and I've never watched it.
I
True story.
definitely
I'm
watched
not-
it. Oh, he did The
I like it.
Leftovers, and yes, Watchmen.
The Leftovers, I said Leftovers, I'm not the Leftovers.
The Leftovers.
Very, very similar. It makes sense.
What did you say?
I said Lovecraft Country.
Well,
It
Lovecraft
had- it
Country
started
came
with an L.
out at the same time, like around the Watchmen.
Well, they
It was
both
after Watchmen,
surrounded themes of
Yes.
black annihilation, basically. But erasure by white people. But yes, that's all I got for this one. You guys have anything left? Nothing. You know what, guys? I think
You know
this
what?
is it.
So actually, I did have one piece
Oh,
of
God
news.
damn it, we were all done!
And it was Marvel was basically like pre-MCU, like pre-Iron Man and the whole new like slate of movies that came out. They had some movies that they planned on making.
Okay.
And they were like, they released them recently. They're like, well, these are the movies that we were going to make. So if you want to know what movies they were going to make before other ones came out.
Let's see.
Yeah, let's hear about it.
X-Force.
Man Thing.
The worst Swamp Thing.
Classic man.
Namor. They were going to make a Namor movie. Yeah,
He's coming at some point.
A Silver Surfer movie.
He's actually. They think he's going to be the villain of
the Black Panther movie.
Right. So, Silver Surfer. Fury.
The most boring of all.
Yeah, no,
Which they kind of did a Fury movie and it sucked.
Yeah, it was terrible. Daredevil 2.
Electric Boogaloo.
Electric Boogaloo, right? And Deathlock.
The Return of Bullseye.
They were going to do Deathlock.
Why Deathlock?
No.
He's the worst character.
Well, good thing that didn't happen.
Good thing they didn't, right?
They would have been more bankrupt at that point.
Yeah.
Because they were basically bankrupt. Thanks, Blade, for saving them.
Thanks, Iron Man.
And thank you for stopping by.
Hey,
We love
thanks.
you. Top of the morning to you, if you're watching this in the morning, and top of the evening if you're watching it.
And 2020.
Slunch.
Fing Fan Fum.
Been thankful.